Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show presents the National League Division Series. It's a full count.
So, here we go. Base runner at first. Could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
Polito hauls it in for the out. 2 away down. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Liner, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good.
That one ripped. Out of here. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 2-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boone. We knew he wasn't coming back. There he got a splitter that he was able to handle, allowed that pitch to travel a little bit deeper, and when it was time to commit, his hands exploded through the zone.
Great stop. Throws from his knees. There's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. But 2 come across to score in the inning courtesy of this 2-run homer. And it's 2-zip. You're watching the National League Division Series on the show.
Up in the stands in games like this, you just see a giant mass of color. Everything just blurs together, and it can be hard as a player not to get distracted by that kind of energy.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Line drive. And that is that. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason.
Grounds one to short, and that squirts through. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Back-to-back singles. Just one of those seam high base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Got him looking. And that is a big first out.
Tunneled that pitch. Thought it was going to be a slider breaking in.
Squirts away a little bit. The tag at third, and he's out.
Well, you want to see guys aggressive out there on the base paths, but you also want to see them smart as well in making their decisions. And right there, couldn't really tell how far away that ball was. So if that's the case, you got to shut it down. He gets caught stealing there, takes himself out of scoring position.
And a swing and a miss. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. And that got the pitcher. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like
and he can't come up with it. Gets off a throw. Misplay doesn't cost him. Inning over. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Man, that slider bearing in on your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a
strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced.
Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's back. Makes the grab on a leaping play at the wall.
He did a great job of going back right away. Had a perfect angle at the end. Leaping catch robs the home run. They're fired up in the dugout the way he ended this inning.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Bogey just ran out of patience there.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1.
That gives this offense something to celebrate for the first time in this one. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark. Throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Well struck left field. That one is gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And we are starting over. It's 2-2.
Wow, what a clutch swing right there. And now anything can happen in this game. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really...
Hard ground ball, base knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in Game 3 of the NLDS. swings and blasts one deep to left center. And it looks like trouble. John rounds third, headed for the plate. He will score, and they take the lead.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Andres Francisco departs, and it's going to be a start that he'd like to get a redo on. Not his best. Back with the new arm in a minute. Hit in the air, left field. Callahan squeezes it, and that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 3-2 ball game. This is the National League Division Series on the show. Goes down looking.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversy.
And that one is lifted in the air. Matthews on the move towards the line. Grabs it on the run. That is the inning. On the ground right side. Loves it on the dive from his backside. Nicely done for the out.
Well, it makes a great decision to go ahead and dive to stop that ball. Nice little flip to the pitcher covering. Those are those PFPs, pitchers fielding plays.
Swing and a miss. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Got him swinging. So it's no runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 left. To the bottom of the 6th inning. The Nationals on top 3-2. Now it's belted. Deep to left. Way out of here. Home run. He made him pay for that one. His 2nd homer this series. And we have a tie ball game. It's 3-3. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Nelson Harnett will depart, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. But we're all tied up thanks to this solo homer. We're tied now at 3 apiece. Got him swinging for the K. Had him out front for strike 3.
Well, classic pitch sequencing.
And he walked him. And with 2 outs, the go-ahead run is at second base. To get a chance to make a big impact here. 2 on, 2 outs. And they're all loaded up.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Bert.
On the ground to the left. They take the force out to escape a bases-loaded jam unscathed. So they get out of the bases-loaded jam without any damage, and that does it for the inning. 7th inning stretch time. All tied up.
That splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Just 3 pitches for the punch-out right there.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
That was a really nice pitch call for that put-away slider right there. You look at it, just not able to square it up.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Swings and misses, struck him out. That one lifted to left. He's got it. And a quick out, number 1.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch, man. He's going to...
Sizzling on its way to the outfield.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
One away, tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. John dives back in, but they got him.
Well, when you're the go-ahead run over there at first base, you've got to be extra careful and make sure that you don't get picked off, make sure that you don't get doubled off on a line drive. But right there, he just had a mental lapse.
Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they had the lead. He'll circle the bases. His second home run of the series. And they jump in front in the 9th. It's 4-3. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that. On the pitchers out there, you can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put them away.
And that's where the swing, it's a strikeout. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 4-3 ball game.
So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Hauls it in for the out. That's a big first out right there, and that changes things.
Yeah, you can kind of see.
Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. And they're down to their last out.
Well, I see it more commonly in the sport these days, but man, a triple-digit fastball blown right by someone is still pretty awesome to witness. I mean, you got to be geared up and ready to.
Line drive, base hit.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there, down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
2 outs, runner on first. Next is the designated hitter, Vince Dunn. Runner takes off, pitches low. Throw to second, save! And the tying run is now in scoring position.
It's a good piece of swinging. I won't say hitting because he didn't get a knock, but a good piece of swinging to keep the at-bat alive.
Hit to right, and that ought to do it. And that is the ball game.
In an elimination game, you see your season quickly coming to an end. It can be a bit nerve-wracking, but they were able to settle things down, come out and play really good baseball in this one. They get the win, and the series continues. Who knows? Maybe they'll get right back in it.
So, Chris, here's a look at the final numbers from what turned out to be a really close ball game.
Yeah, this is one of those games that clearly could have gone either way, and that's kind of exactly what you expect out of postseason baseball. So competitive.
And the final score here, 4-3. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.